Hello fellow Midjourney people. There have been a few updates from Midjourney this week. So let's take a look at what is new and what you should do with this new stuff. Let's dive into the patch notes straight away. First, there is the new V7 image model update. It's accompanied by a slight change to seeds. But essentially, it would seem that prompts, hands and bodies should be more accurate and more coherent. I was in the process of creating images for another video when this dropped, and it did make my images look nicer. Or maybe I just used better prompts accidentally. Next up is the Lightbox editor interface update. I have not used this one too much, but there's lots of stuff you can do with that if you want to do some work on existing images. Seems that there are the vary and upscale buttons inside the editor. Then one of the bigger pieces of news, there is a new --XP parameter. It's an experimental image aesthetics parameter that you can add on top of all the other parameters. I'm not sure why this is needed, because we already have --stylize. And they do say it's similar to stylize, but different and supposed to make images more detailed, dynamic and creative. You can set a number in the range of 0 to 100 with 0 being the default. So, normally you don't use this at all. And like with all other parameters, it kind of slows down after 50, so values from 50 to 100 won't look all that different. I could not find the place where to set this on the Midjourney website, so I think you just need to use it with the parameter in your prompt text box. It's not shown in the Discord settings either, so it's just one of those parameters you need to know to use. I wanted to test this out quickly to see what it does, so I prompted tree at sunset and went to increments of 5 up to 100. We started with a pretty photographic image. I set the seed to 777 so we see the progression of change better. It seems that some images switch their location in the grid, but they stay quite recognizable from the previous value. There's a pretty drastic change around 10 where one image changes up completely, another at 20. Then it stays pretty much the same until 50, where it changes one image again, but the same image changes again at 55. Going back to the number 50 image, look at 70. And then, it's pretty much the same until 100 with a few position changes. But we started out with a pretty photorealistic style and ended up with a painting or digital painting style. With this prompt, the shift happened bit by bit, but at 20 the painterly style was already in place. The colors went gradually lighter, we went from pretty dark silhouettes to very colorful images more in pastel tones. The colors did become a bit unnatural. Now on to the second piece of big news, there is a new image reference system called Omni Reference. It's similar to the character reference there was in Midjourney version 6, where you could take any character and use a reference for it for consistency. But this expands it to everything else as well. So in addition to characters, you can also get objects, vehicles or non-human creatures to appear in your image. It sure makes things easier if you want to do something specific. You can even give Midjourney a sheet with random things and have them combined into one image. Like the character itself, the clothes, any other objects. And Midjourney builds an image around it. On the web, you need to have V7 enabled, then drag an image into the prompt bar in the box, where it says Omni Reference. You can only drag one image there, so I think you can only use one image as a reference. On Discord, you can do --o_ref, followed by the URL of your image. You can basically paste your reference image to Discord if it's not uploaded to internet yet, send it to yourself as a message and copy the address from there to paste it to your prompt. I also went a bit further with my testing. I took 3 images that I generated on a blank background, a black dress, a white rabbit and a motorcycle. I pasted all the images to Paint, selected them all at once, then pasted that to Discord, and had my prompt as rabbit wearing a black dress on a motorcycle driving in a desert. There were 3 things. I had to specify the color of the dress. My 2 attempts did not have the color mentioned, so the dress didn't come out right, but when I gave the color of the dress, Midjourney nicely picked up on all the elements I wanted in my image. So I got the same white rabbit, the same looking black dress, and the same looking motorcycle. more or less. There is also the accompanying --OW parameter, which comes as a slider on the web view. But it should go from 0 to 1000, 100 is the default, but from what I understand, this one is for controlling how much the original image should be followed. To change the style of your image, Midjourney recommends you to lower it. It works okay with style words in your prompt, but even better with sref. And you could also use the sref in a similar manner as you do the oref, with an URL if you have a specific style in mind that you don't have an sref code number for. And in the most recent updates we finally have the fast mode back. Although, the Omni Reference still costs 2 times more than normal, so basically Omni Reference still runs on the turbo speed. But I am glad to have the fast speed back. Last month my fast hours were spent up so quickly. I do love it that there is a relaxed mode, but that sometimes takes such a long time, especially when upscaling images. While I am happy to have the fast mode back, I do prefer it that Midjourney released version 7 earlier even if it didn't have fast mode available yet. It would have been a really long wait. It is almost a month from the original alpha release, for version 7. And there was such a long wait between version 6.1 and 7. I guess in the end, it doesn't really matter, but now we have both. Version 7 and fast mode. We also have 2 more new parameters. Well, partially old ones, because we have seen those before in the past in other versions. It's the --Q, which used to stand for quality. But now it's been changed a lot in version 7. You only have --Q2 and --Q4. Q2 will use the previous model from before the 2nd of May 2025. And Q4 instead uses a different experimental mode that may have better details and coherence while being a lot slower possibly. There is no mention of the slowness, just an observation from running this once in relaxed mode. For lower quality, Midjourney recommends using the draft mode instead. So the quality parameter doesn't really have anything to do with quality anymore. So there you have it, all the updates we have received only during the month of May. It's a lot. I also didn't cover the news about --weird and --tile that we got for version 7 about a week ago. Those parameters have been there before in previous versions and it seems they work in a similar manner. Weird pushes the normal aesthetics and is supposed to do some weird stuff apparently. And tile makes the edges of your image seamless so you could use the image as a pattern. It's handy, but might be a bit of a niche thing that you need only in very specific cases. Let me know in the comments if these new parameters are something that you plan on using in your workflow. I think that the Omni Reference may have a lot of potential in all kinds of storytelling with a purpose. I thank you so much for watching, and let's continue prompting.